Hello, everyone. Welcome on back to Moss Valley. Alright, well, we're in the next month. We won't be here for very long, though. So really, we're just taking a pit stop to sell the buffalo milk. I think that's about it. Yeah, and it's starting to go down, and it looked like it was going to drop off a cliff next month. So I kind of want to make sure I get it done. Yeah, you can see he's going to drop off a cliff. We could probably get it in January, maybe too, but figured why not now? We can get a water trailer for it. So we'll get this one. I considered a different one. I considered this one. It's what, $5,000 more, and it's only 3,000 liter capacity more. Obviously, this one has other capacities, but yeah. Just thinking, I was like, yeah, I think this might be the best bet. This can hold goat milk. I wonder if you can just like fill it from the containers that spawn, maybe? I don't know. We're not going to probably produce enough buffalo milk to fill up the 7,000 liters, so it's probably not that big of a deal. Because that's kind of thing with the buffalo is the milk is worth a lot more than just regular milk. But it also produces less. The biggest thing with buffalo is obviously you want to try to make the buffalo mozzarella. That's the big money maker with buffalo milk. Obviously that involves getting a dairy, which we do not have. Maybe at some point that wouldn't be a bad idea, though. That would not be a bad idea. I think I can get a modded one for like 60,000. It's not like it's terribly high priced, even. Might be something to consider at some point. Still waiting on bread for price. Doesn't look like it's going to be a terribly long time until then, but I am considering next time when we go to plant our fields. I'm thinking that maybe field 33, was it? I was considering maybe trying to do oats in it. Yeah, that'd be March. It'll be a little bit before soybeans. It might be nice to kind of do it that way. Ideally, we'd get a third field eventually. Next month is when our soybeans will be ready. But they're not ready this month, it'll be next month. And we have to get it done next month, otherwise it's going to go bad, so. Yeah, I'm considering putting oats in there and then producing more bread by bringing it to the mill and then having it go to the bakery. Like I said, though, ideally, obviously, I would rather do a third field with it instead of, having our only two fields doing that. But, and considering, obviously, I have seasonal growth on, we're going to get a crop out of a field a year, one crop. And obviously, without seasonal growth, you can probably get 2, 3, depending on what crop it is. I think oats is like a 4-month growth time, so that would literally put you just barely be able to do 3. That's quite a bit compared to what we're gonna be able to produce here. I went the wrong way. The water buffalo are down there. Well, actually, I probably went the right way. No, I want to be over here. Not sure. It's right here. Okay. I was about to say, I'm not sure where I fill it up at, but. Alright, and this is best at. Well, it only can be sold at one place. Robin's Dairy Products. Let's see, where is it? Probably over here? Yep. It is right next to the mill. This wouldn't be bad. I mean, it's grass, but we could easily make it work. Well, I can almost drive that way when I go. Next month we do have eggs to sell too. So we got that to keep in mind. And I do want to try to make sure we make it to next month as quick as we can so we can get that harvest going as quick as we can. Because that is going to take a while. That is not a small field by any stretch. Yeah, that grass field is not that bad to get to. Yeah, it's seems easy enough. Right at the bottom of this. Obviously, we don't need the grass, but we can easily just take it for what it is, you know? Take the actual field portion. Come on. Is it here? I actually don't know where the dump part is. Like I said, I don't know where the dump part is in this. If I can't find the sell point, I could place one. I am switched to it. Am I just not close enough? This is not looking good. Well. How much is the lease? I'm going to try to lease it and see if then I can put product in it. It's worth a shot. The answer is... Oh, now it pops up. Still doesn't let me dump it, though. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. First of all, I am going to go and get this sold. Or unleased, I guess. Oh, and that straight up sold it. I only leased it. Well, we don't have a dairy on the map anymore. I can place the sell everything point. Yeah, that did not go as planned. I mean, clearly it wasn't working correctly, so it's not the end of the world. At least I couldn't get it to work. I don't know. Well, we'll place a sell everything somewhere up in here. Just so I can sell our product. I'll make it so it doesn't... Well, I don't know how much it costs to actually place it. If it costs a good amount, then I'll... Where do I want to place it? I want to put it somewhere that's kind of out of the way. So I don't accidentally use it for something else. Could just put it out here. Yeah, I'll just place it right out there. It's out of the way, and I won't worry about accidentally selling something else there then. Now we can go and sell this. Finally. Just as a rule of thumb, though, I'll only sell the buffalo milk here. Or if there's another product where it doesn't have a sell point now. So, like, if we have dairy for, like, just regular milk or something, then yeah, obviously we'll have to sell it here. Goats would be the same way for goat milk. Then we'll sell it here, but general rule of thumb, we just won't sell it here unless we have to. I saw it pop up for a second, so I know it's here. I know this is a little bit of a sensitive trigger, so... Well, we made 34 grand, so... Cost us a little bit of money to place our ability to make the money, but... And I think I'll have a worker kind of get started at least. I will be doing a decent amount of the harvest. As much as I can at least. but I obviously have some things to do with that field, and then selling the eggs, which I kind of have a trailer I need that it's a little bit full right now. Alright, well, here we are at the grain merchant. Get the eggs sold. $50,000. Well, actually, like $58,000. So that's pretty good. The grain tank is almost full on the worker, and I'm gonna buy field 26 before I get too far along. I meant to buy it, not visit. $72,000 for that. Purchase soil map. $1,300. Pretty solid overall, which we kind of knew that going in, so. This is still not great, but I don't think we've cut it since I fertilized it. Yeah, we can get the pH on it, the lime. Then I'll probably take over for the harvest. We'll kind of finish that out ourselves. They were almost full though, like I said, so might want to get over there sooner rather than later. When I checked earlier, they were just about done with the headland piece. So they've gotten a decent ways in. But it is obviously a bit of a concern with such a large field, is they're going to fill up fairly fast, especially with a larger combine even. So we will have to try to keep on top of that. And what I think it's 2 full combine loads equals 1 full trailer. So it does not take that long to fill up the trailer even. Like I said, I don't think they were. Okay, yeah, they made a decent amount of progress. I'll do the lime spreading with this. As far as I know, this has the sensors on it. It does not look like it has the sensors on it. I thought... Did I do the lime spreading with this, though? I thought I did. It'd be really unfortunate if I just didn't, I did all that without putting the sensor on. It does not have the sensor on it. Maybe I did do it all with the New Holland, but I don't think I did, to be honest. I'll just top this off with lime. I think a full load would probably get us through the whole way. Not sure what the workers do now. Oh, they're backing up. I see what they're doing. Then once it's emptied, it'll go a decent ways into the field until it needs to be emptied again. Still unloading extremely quick, so... Basically take it right till the end here. It's starting to unload a little bit slower, so... It's likely at, it's empty. It's just unloading as it goes. I have a little bit to clean up down here, looks like, but... There we go. That should allow it to go even farther too, since I took it right to the end. Obviously, this is not the best tractor when it comes to pulling the trailer when it's that full. This wouldn't be any better though, so really can't complain. Yeah, I'm assuming I took all the lime that we had. Hopefully that's enough to do this field. Then also I'll have to get it plowed up and everything. Well, it might be able to be just planted in, or we might have to plow it. I know at 22 I could just plant it, but I've been wrong numerous times before, so. Let's see, steering assist. So we'll get lined up in here, and we'll do what we can. It doesn't look like it's gonna need much, which is kind of nice. Yeah, 0.5, so it's not a ton it needs at least. Still, we'll make sure we get everything added up to the highest it can be and make sure it's, the best it can be. This will be a good outfield, I think. We can probably produce some bread and stuff out of it. Well, I'm just going to do a short little time lapse here. We'll just get this field limed, and then I'll probably start working on the harvester myself too, to save a little bit on the worker costs. Alright, so we're just about done here. One thing I do notice is a lot of sections don't actually need much. You just see that in the section on the bottom there. There's some pieces that it doesn't show that we added, so it looks like we need to, but when I went and bought it, it didn't add it, so it must be fine. I'm assuming. Maybe we potentially missed this spot, so I'll check this one. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, that is the whole field then. Should be good to go. Should be good to go. So we really don't need any in this field yet, I would hope at least. Yeah, we used a decent amount, but they have made a lot of progress on that. They're not quite halfway, but it is still a lot of progress, so it's good to see. It's good to see. I'll get this up here, and then probably once it's done with this round here, I'll probably get it emptied, and I'll probably do this little bit down here that was missed before I forget, and then I'll just finish out the rest of the field. But yeah, it's made a lot of progress. You can definitely see why I wanted such a large combine. I mean, it's definitely a lot more convenient than what we would have otherwise. Probably just let them basically just get turned around and get it lined up. Make my day a little bit easier when I have than, if I have to do it, so. Although that is kind of a weird piece there with the angle, so I'd be curious where they start next. They got it figured out. Sometimes the workers in 25 do honestly impress me a lot. I know sometimes I make fun of them, but they do honestly do a lot better than what they did in 22. They are a ton better from 22. As much as, I still like to make fun of them at times, they definitely improved it a ton. There's still some issues, like I've brought up and stuff, through my numerous different, series and stuff. But in general, it is a lot better. Obviously, sometimes they kind of skip all over the place. They hit things, and it's, there's little things, but I also can understand how it might be tough to program it to not hit things when it's, you don't know what the modders are going to make. So, I mean, generally speaking, I don't think I ever had any issues with it on base game maps. I think it was generally pretty good. I know for a while it wouldn't do like weeding. Just such a random thing, which is fixed now, but that was an early on thing. I don't know if everyone remembers that, but yeah. I know I had it. I was gonna have a worker do like a contract or something one time. Well, I didn't get to have him do it. I ended up having to do it myself, but Yeah, like I said, I can understand like having to try to program it to go around like a wind turbine in the middle of a field. I mean, you don't know what the modders are gonna do. It is still a ton better than what been done in the past. So, I mean, FS22, they would never be able to complete that field probably. They'd make it look way worse than they did in 25 when I had them do the, was it barley harvest or was it the sorghum harvest they did some? I don't know, one of the two. Alright, well, I think I'll just go ahead and start time lapse. So I'll text everyone once the time lapse is done.
I've been painting every fence I know, every color pleasing to the same. 'Cause before you go and walk away, yeah, you better know where you're going. Hey, yeah, you're a wanderer just like me. Hey, yeah, you better know where you're going. I've been painting every fence I know, every color pleasing to the same. 'Cause before you go and walk away, yeah, you better know where you're going. Hey, you're a wanderer just like me. Hey, yeah, you better know where you're going.
Alright, so we're just about done here with the soybean harvest. But we'll easily be able to fill that trailer up all the way, and then, you know, we'll still get almost half another trailer even after that. So we're looking at quite a bit for soybeans. Now, obviously, some will be kept for pig purposes. I'm not sure how long we'll do pigs for. That is another thing. Is it kind of depends how long I can keep up with having the multiple different grains for them. Because they don't just need, you know, one thing. They need, like, what, 3 different ones? 4 different things? That's a lot to, you know, keep on top of, you know? We're not going to be able to make, you know, or we're not going to be able to harvest 4 different crops every year. We only got 3 fields right now. That are for arable reasons, at least. We do have the grass field, but we got to keep that going for the water buffalo. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. I don't know how much they're going to eat either. Because the whole purpose of pigs are to, obviously, once they kind of start, you want them to reproduce, get old, get fat, and then you can take on the market, basically, and then sell them. That's the whole, you know, that's what you're trying to do with pigs. And I know I brought up horses too, and that it's the same way. It's the same way. You're just trying to get them able. I'll actually put some soybeans in here because I have to use soybeans to do that. How much does this take? What's the capacity on this? I don't know what it is. We're almost at 20,000 liters probably. Still gotta get base food in there and then grain. So I don't know, maybe we'll just take it until, you know, they're out of food. or something like that. We'll just fill it up once. We'll see how long it, kind of lasts. That's, I don't know. It's an idea. It's an idea. Yeah, obviously, we might be... Like next month, we might be trying to get horses and pigs going. We don't really obviously have much otherwise going on here. I might kind of just make sure we can do that field over there without having to plow it up first. I might just either quickly turn off seasonal growth and turn it back on and just kind of check to make sure we can actually do it how I plan. Then if we can't or something, I can just plow it up. Realistically, we probably would plow it up, though. If I'm being honest. But maybe I'll just plow it up. Grass is a pretty dense rooted thing, so maybe we should just plow it up. Get a good soil going for it. That might be what we'll do. Next month, we'll get that field over there plowed up. We'll get pigs going, and we'll get some sort of horse enclosure, which I think is like 30 grand. So we should be able to afford it. We'll probably get a different plow, though, if I'm plowing up that whole field. All right, let's take a gander here. So soybeans, $322,000 at max price. Wow. That's going to be a lot of money come, what, June, July, when it's ready? Yeah, we'll still take, 20,000 liters out for wheat and sorghum for the pigs. The horses, I think, need hay and sorghum. If I remember right. Hay, oat, and sorghum. As far as I know, it's oat or sorghum. So. Which we have the hay, obviously, and we would just need oat or sorghum, which is not that bad to do. Obviously, I'll probably just only have one, maybe two. We'll keep it pretty low key, just because obviously I'm gonna have to ride these in between every month and clean them and do all that. I don't want to have to do that with 5-10 horses. I'll do like 2, just to not overwhelm myself too much. Especially like if we skip like 2 months or something, let's say. I don't want to have to, obviously I'm going to have to ride them every month that I skip even. I don't want to do that with 10 horses. It's going to take a long time just to be able to skip 2 months then. So I think we'll probably just do like 1 or 2. Nothing too much. Pigs will probably try to keep it fairly low key. I don't think they take too long to mature at least, which is kind of a positive. Age of maturity is 6 months, so yeah, not too bad. So every 6 months we should be able to sell some. I'm assuming, so. Anyways, that is about everything for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.